where compliance meets public exposure. As we move toward the final stages of this course, we now focus on one of the most visible and most regulated areas of real estate practice: marketing and advertising. This section ties directly back to supervision, fiduciary duty, and high-risk activities because advertising is where the public interacts with your brokerage. Every word, image, and representation matters. If the public can see it, the broker is responsible for it. Brokerage identification, clear and prominent requirement. Under AAC R428-502E, all advertising must clearly and prominently display the brokerage's legal name or DBA. This is one of the most commonly violated rules in Arizona real estate. While the rule does not require the brokerage name to be larger than the agent's name, it must be easily identifiable. This reinforces a key concept. Branding is not just marketing, it is compliance. Social media and online advertising. Same rules, bigger audience. Advertising rules apply equally to all online platforms, including websites and social media. The ADRI has made it clear that online content must be accurate, current, and not misleading. Outdated information, incorrect brokerage names, or inactive listings can all lead to violations. This connects directly to earlier sections. Technology increases reach, but also increases risk. Website compliance. Every page. Matters brokerage websites must prominently display the brokerage name and maintain accurate information throughout. While some flexibility has been allowed in how this is displayed, the expectation is that consumers can easily identify who they are working with. The takeaway is simple. Transparency builds trust and prevents violations. Copyright and trademark risks. Hidden liability. One of the most overlooked risks in advertising is copyright and trademark infringement. Using photos, articles, logos, or branding without proper authorization can lead to significant legal consequences under federal law. Even stock or shared content can create liability. This reinforces a critical lesson. Just because you can access it does not mean you can use it. Using other listings. Permission required. If a brokerage wants to advertise another broker's listing, written permission is required. Failure to obtain permission can result in both ethical and legal violations. This ties directly into professional conduct. Respect for other brokers is both a legal and ethical requirement. Lotteries, contests, and promotions, avoiding deceptive practices. Under AAC R428-503, licensees cannot advertise promotions as prizes or awards if they are used to induce business. Any promotional offering must clearly disclose all terms, conditions, and limitations. Additionally, lotteries or games of chance are generally prohibited unless specifically approved under Arizona law. Transparency is required in all promotional activities. Truth in advertising, accuracy is mandatory. AAC R428-502 requires that all advertising be truthful and not misleading. Exaggerations, omissions, or misleading statements can lead to disciplinary action. While some puffing may occur, brokers must be cautious. What seems like marketing may be interpreted as misrepresentation. Fiduciary duty in marketing. Protecting the client advertising must not violate fiduciary duties, such as confidentiality and loyalty. For example, stating motivated seller could harm the client's negotiating position. Brokers must train agents to focus on property features rather than client circumstances. Marketing should never compromise the client's interests. Signs and property advertising. Consent required. Before placing any signage on a property, written consent from the owner is required. Additionally, signs must be removed promptly upon request. This reinforces a simple but important rule. Control and permission are required before advertising a property. Trade names and branding. Proper disclosure. When using trade names or franchise branding, brokers must include their license name and proper disclosures. This ensures that consumers understand the true identity of the brokerage. Branding must align with licensing requirements. Advertising measurements, accuracy and representation. The use of terms such as acre must be accurate and comply with defined measurements. Misrepresentation of property size or features can lead to claims of fraud or negligence. This connects directly to standard of care. Accuracy is a legal requirement, not just a best practice. Broker supervision, the ultimate responsibility. Under AAC R428-502G, the designated broker is responsible for supervising all advertising. This includes implementing review systems, training agents, and ensuring compliance across all platforms. This ties everything together. Advertising compliance starts and ends with the broker. Real-world example: social media violation. An agent posts a listing on social media without including the brokerage name and uses outdated property information. This single post could result in multiple violations: failure to disclose brokerage identity, misleading advertising, and lack of supervision. This reinforces the lesson: one post can create multiple compliance issues. How this section connects forward. This section integrates supervision, compliance, and risk management into one of the most active areas of real estate practice. Advertising is where mistakes are most visible and most enforceable. As we move toward the conclusion of this course, remember this: your marketing reflects your professionalism, your compliance, and your risk exposure all at once. Online discussion. Question 1. Why must the brokerage name be included in all advertising? Answer: to ensure transparency and allow the public to clearly identify the responsible brokerage. Question 2. What is a major risk of using online or social media advertising? Answer: posting inaccurate, outdated, or non-compliant information that can lead to violations. Question 3. Why is copyright compliance important in real estate marketing? Answer: because unauthorized use of content can result in legal liability and financial penalties.